Super Thracia, Chapter 22. This chapter is a mess. I do not like this chapter. There's going to be a bit of story going on here, which I'm actually not going to skip, because there's something I want to show, because this chapter is barely functional. Yeah, that's Burger King. Black Knight replaced Sias, but Super Thracia also doesn't really mess with the game's script, so he's still yoinked over here for this scene. I've tested the kind of 4 combinations for this scene, being no Black Knight, didn't skip the scene. What happens then is that he appears on the throne, he pushes the boss off of the throne and takes the space, and he is like invisible, but you can still move him. This is what I'm currently showing is that I brought the Black Knight and I didn't skip the scene, where it just puts him on the throne and moves the boss over here. There's also, if you bring him and you skip, which I have set to save state. What happens there, though? I don't even need to save state, I can just stay. He ends up on top of Cairpre and doesn't move the boss. And then, if you don't bring Black Knight, and you do, and you skip, he's gone. Nothing, you go through it, and he is gone. He leaves the party next chapter. I assume if to retain him in the player's possession, you have to bring him and then just like rescue staff him out of this. But I'm not using him, so I'm not gonna put that effort in for here. So that's just kind of that lack of functionality is a great way to start off the chapter, don't you think? Anyway, next thing. Story for this chapter. It's pretty much this like southwestern bit of the FE4 Chapter 9 map. It doesn't look at all like it, that's fine, it's whatever. Alright, anyway, as for gameplay, this chapter, there's a lot of wyverns around the map. There's not as many as we'll see next chapter, but there's still quite a bit, and coming along with them are 4 wyvern bosses. Narshan's back, he brought the Danesel off again, but with him is Flare, also from Chapter 14. Down here, Grommel is back, and being introduced to us as an enemy for the first time, Shigen, who is Alba. He has 20 action stars, and he's pretty fast. He's cap speed, he's very fast, and all of the Sea Lion's crew, Draco Knights, have 20 action stars as well, because this game is just, it's real mean. Now then, the other 2 bosses, well, boss and quote-unquote boss. Judas has replaced, I don't remember the guy's name in vanilla, but yeah, he's here. Apparently he's associated with the Dacia Bandits. Apparently he's like Klaus's dad or something, I don't know. His main thing is that he has the Berserk staff, he's not that dangerous otherwise. And then there's also Cairpre, who functionally is Sias for this chapter. He leaves when you get close and you can't kill him, but he doesn't even have the 10 authority stars that make Sias such an annoyance in this chapter. He just has a bunch of staves. The houses on this chapter are actually the same as in vanilla. This one gives a pure water, the one down here gives a warp, and the one over here gives a rescue staff, which is kind of nice. And these shops are pretty neat in that the armory sells killer weapons. This vendor sells the tomes like the Cymbeline, Dire Thunder, Graph Cal, but it also sells Master Seals if you're in any need of them. And also, there's a blue swallow here, which I'll be showing this when I show reinforcements in a second. But this thing, if you do kill it, it actually just respawns immediately, which is really it's really annoying. Now then, the reinforcements for this chapter are really all that's left to be shown. This is a turn. I've killed the ballista, as you can see. Yeah, those reinforcements come pretty much every turn, as memory serves. I'm gonna go through this enemy phase. I believe all those Draco Knights are Sea Lion's crew, so they should have. No, never mind. No, they don't. They don't have the 20 action stars, but they're still in a pretty. Oh, some of them are. They're still in a pretty bad position when they show up, just because they can get to you from pretty much anywhere. Something I did forget to mention. Kind of going with the fact that this keeps the vanilla game script. Once you cross this bridge, it does break again. The Draco Knight reinforcements, they're Sea Lion's crew. I guess this guy just, didn't work. Yeah, no, they're Sea Lion's crew, so they have 20 action stars, so they appear and can pretty easily get to you and get 2 actions. It's real annoying. This chapter, it just sucks. There's really nothing to elaborate on there. It just really sucks. It's tedious. It's hard. It's just... the rest of this hack is, enemy spam for powerful enemies, bad gimmicks. It's really bad. But you know what? We're getting close to the end. There's 4 more chapters after this. And you know what? Then I'm free from this curse.